watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Minister of Interior, Saw Keng, emphasized that the proposal to amend the election law was made in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution of Cambodia and did not affect the rights of the Cambodian people, which is guaranteed by the Constitution. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis has more.
Today, Deputy Prime Minister Saw Keng met with the Chairman of the Legislative and Justice Committee of the National Assembly, Pen Panna, to discuss the draft of the Constitution Amendment to change the election law, which would forbid those who did not vote in this election from running for office in the future. He said that the progress of multi-party liberal democracy is firmly rooted in Cambodian society at both the national and regional level, and that the Cambodian people exercise their rights as good citizens, taking ownership of the fate to their nation. The Deputy Prime Minister also stated that in order to strengthen and enhance the responsibilities of political leaders to be elected through free, multi-party democratic elections, it is necessary for the royal government to amend the election law to reform the right to stand for election. He stated that citizens who wish to run for the office must have high responsibility to be the motherland and its people, stating that the consistent exercise of their right to vote, which the amendment states in the main task of good, reasonable citizens in a democratic society. He further emphasised that those who did not vote without due cause should not be considered good citizens in a democratic society and should not be allowed to be a candidate up for election. The amendment would also prevent anyone from the government sees as an affecting and damaging to the election progress from participating in the election. According to the Constitution of Cambodia, the nation must adhere to the political system that governs the country in a liberal, multi-party manner in which the country's leaders are elected through fair and justice elections in accordance with the principles enshrined in the Constitution. Anthony Ellis, EAC News.
You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Chairman of the Cambodian People's Youth Party, General Hun Manet, reminded the party's youth that each member must be dedicated to helping Cambodia moving forward. He also stressed the importance of honoring the efforts of previous generations to establishing peace in Cambodia. Speaking at a meeting in Pailin province today, General Hun Manet said that young people from all walks of life have an important role to play in the development of society as a whole, especially when it comes to achieving the country's goal of becoming a high-income nation by 2050. He noted that the workforce must be knowledgeable, skilled, creative, and patriotic to advance. He instructed party members to have willpower, identity, and hope so that Cambodia can reach its goals sooner. He defined will as the strength to overcome obstacles and difficulties while focused on a clear goal. He said, quote, "The will to help the party will make the party stronger and stronger and will make it more likely that the party will have the opportunity to serve the people in the long run," end quote. General Hun Manet added that knowing one's identity is understanding one's true character and values. He said that the CPP's identity is, quote, "by the people, because of the people, and for the people," end quote. He stressed that people must be optimistic about the party's activities and must take action to support the party and lead it to victory so that it can lead the country effectively. He also recalled the win-win policy of Prime Minister Hun Sen, which he credited for rebuilding the soul of national unity that had been lost for generations. Under this policy, Cambodians united under one government and monarchy. He asked the CPP Youth to remember this history so that they can have a strong vision towards protecting peace at all costs, as it is something the older generations have worked hard to establish. Kristen Winters, EAC News. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. The Ministry of Public Works and Transport donated $100,000 each to Kanta Bopa Hospital and the National Children's Hospital, using funds generated from the sale of personalized license plates. The $200,000 donation was handed over to the two national hospitals this morning by Minister of Public Works and Transport, Senior Minister Sun Chantal. He confirmed that the money for the hospitals had been raised at an auction of personalized license plates, which took place in an event celebrating the 3-year anniversary of their launch, held at Wat Potomvate Park on March 7th. This is the second large donation from the ministry to Kanta Bopa Hospital, having donated $200,000 in 2020 as well from the sale of customizable license plates. As of May, the Ministry of Public Works had sold around 19,000 personalized license plates, totaling $33 million since they started offering them on January 7, 2020. It also sold 228,000 special plates, totaling $62 million in revenue. The special plates are particular to the owner's province and allow them to choose their own number. Senior Minister Sun Chantal said that the sale of customizable license plates had earned $95 million in revenue for the state, some of which has been donated to the Cambodian Red Cross, the Kanta Bopa Children's Hospital, and the military. Kristen Winters, EAC News. You're watching EAC News. Thank you for joining us. Peacock Bakery in Australia is a culinary destination bringing together locals, tourists, and a migrant Asian population to share in their love for delicious and innovative food. Established by two Cambodian brothers in 2016, the bakery is renowned for winning over 350 awards, making one of Australia's staple dishes, the humble meat pie. This year, their Khmer-inspired fish amok pie garnered their fourth Best Pie in Australia title. EAC News reporter Anthony Ellis had the opportunity to speak with the brothers about their journey from Phnom Penh to Melbourne and what they've experienced along the way.
Fulfilling a childhood dream and move abroad, Chan left for Australia in 2004, where he began working in factories. It was not long before he changed careers and dedicated his time to mastering the art of pastry.
So I went to work in the bakery that, they need just an assistant. So make me learn how to make all the pie, bread, and stuff like that. And not just going to work, I also finished my study in baking, a qualified baker. I finished my patisserie, so I become pastry chef. So it's a lot of study involved as well.
His brother Ryan would soon leave his life and computer technician in Phnom Penh and join him in baking business.
So I decided, to come to Australia in 2012.